When starting the second movement of the Rieding Concerto in B minor, it's important to think about what's similar and what's different from the first movement. Is it as somber and serious sounding? Does it sound more like a gentle serenade? It shares a lot of the same phrase shaping as the first movement. A lot of the phrases descend to the lower strings. The music also builds in a very familiar, heroic way, just like the first movement. Although this piece is in 6/8, and I think it's a good idea to practice with a metronome on eighth notes, we really should feel this music in a big pulse of 2. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and the tempo is andante, and this is not a super slow tempo, it's like a walking tempo. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. The middle of this second movement changes key areas. It sounds a lot more like it's in G minor. And I think this key is a little bit disturbing compared to the beginning of the work. It would be okay to add a little bit of slight accent or blossom in some of the repeated slur passages. Some of the strongest, most expressive playing happens in this middle passage, and I think it's really important to make sure that your long, full bows don't come out to the fingerboard too much. You'll lose a lot of sound that way, so I end up having to push my bow away from my body at the tip of the bow. The ending of this second movement is very similar to the ending of the first movement as well, except this ending occurs in G major and sounds a lot more pleasant and calm than perhaps the B minor ending of the first movement. That molto ritardando at the end of the piece makes this G major ending sound very serene.